1, 2, 3. Delicious. Oh, can you guys see how good that is? There's nothing in the fridge, so I'm cooking shellfish on the fire, all alone with nobody else. Hi and welcome back to Muddy Feet. This morning's mission is a pretty spontaneous one. I got home and was starving for some breakfast, and basically there's nothing in the fridge and nothing in the pantry, so I'm going to gather myself a feed for breakfast. It's going to be a pretty simple breakfast. It's going to be shellfish cooked on fire. That's the whole plan. I've got a few supplies and bits and pieces in my backpack, and I'm going to get a feed. Let's go. Oh, just about slipped over. Oh, it's a beautiful morning down here. So I'm just sifting through, grabbing out big handfuls and just picking out those better sized ones. There's absolutely squillions, but I just want these big ones. Look at that. There's these nice big dogs in between them, and that's what we're after. Yummy cockles in the bucket. Like it when you find a big dog on top like that. Beauty. Right, what do we got in there? Oh yeah, almost enough for a feed there, I reckon. A couple more. Just a couple more. Oh, look at that. Another big dog right on top like that. Ooh. I do love gathering cockles. Some of these simple things are quite satisfying. Oh, look, you can spot those big ones sometimes on the top. Right. Alright, that's my little feed of cockles. I'm just going to put some nice clean water in the bin, and that way they can have a bit of a spit while I move on to the next mission, which is going to get a feed of oysters as well. Pop my drink bottle in there, I suppose. Alright, let's go. Just up ahead of me on the surface, there's a whole school of baitfish right on the surface up there. We'll see how close we can get, see if we can have a look at it. Right in close. I thought about bringing the cast net down for a bait mish too. Massive school of baitfish. I wonder what they are. Probably just yellow-eyed mullet. Right on the surface, feeding. But there they are. Yellow-eyed mullet. That's what they are. Yellow-eyed mullies. And heaps of them. That's pretty cool. There's heaps of cockles here too. Probably could have just got them here and I wouldn't have had to walk with a big bucket of water and cockles. That's alright. Part of the adventure training. Yeah. And here's one of my favourite little spots to get oysters. This is the oyster tree. It's got some big Pacifics on it, this bad boy. I've harvested off this tree a few times. Just take the bigger ones and leave the rest, but as you can see, it is loaded with good sized oysters. Some nice little potential Muddy's kitchen areas up in here too, or maybe over that side under the pahutakawas. We'll see. Right, so I can ditch the backpack here because I'll have to come back this way for sure. I'll pop it up there a bit more out of the mud, and I'll need my gloves on, and that's about it, and my knife. These beautiful Pacific oysters are really abundant in this harbour, so they're a really good resource, and it's pretty awesome just to have access to them nice and easy like this. Pretty much anyone up here can get their hands on these bad boys, and they are delicious at this time of year. So they're peaking at the moment. They'll stay fat for another few weeks or maybe even a month or so longer, but when the water temperature hits about 18 degrees, that's when they spawn, and then they'll lose all that condition pretty much overnight and be skinny for months after that. So yeah, you've got to make the most of these things while they're in season. So I'm trying to scope out the bigger ones like that there. See all these little ones there? Try and leave as many of those in their spots as you can, and just target those ones you want. They'll usually come off with a few friends at least, and to part them down, you just have to locate the little weak spots where they've joined on, and after a bit of practice you can just sort of see where you're going to be able to weasel the knife into certain gaps and be able to pop the extras off, a bit like this. And you get it down to your nice single oyster and in the bag. So that's quite a big clump. There'll be a few on there that are good though. So I can see that big base of that bottom one's going to be a goodie. I'll pop that up there. Oh, that one there's good too. Off that clump we're going to get a few good ones. So we've got 4. Might be one more there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fat Pacific oysters out of that clump. Happy as with those. You also find them sometimes, on the rocks here too, like that. There's a goodie. They come off the rocks not bad as well. See, like that, same thing. Part them down till they're singles. But yeah, it just pays to have your eyes open. They can be anywhere. That's a goodie. You get good at spotting the shell shapes hidden in the mud. That's two nice ones though. That is a good one. You can see them a mile away once you get your eye in, with 2 little ones on the sides. Just find the spots to pop them apart, get his mates off, And you're left with your one big oyster. Beautiful. Oh well, let's go and set up a kitchen. I think over there somewhere, I can see there's a bit of wood there too, which is an important factor today. Right, mission complete for the oyster gather. It was pretty successful, lots of fat oysters there as usual, and got a good feed of cockles as well. So now I'm just looking for a nice little sheltered kitchen spot. What are the criteria for the kitchen spot? Shelter and a bit of wood. That's all the criteria for the kitchen spot. Over there even looks pretty cool, eh? But it's just got to be not too dark as well. Oops. Sorry guys, muddy fingers, dropped the camera. You have to forgive me, I just need to give you guys a bit of a clean down. That's a bit better. Sweet as, you'll be right back into it. Oh look, there's a giant cockle, can't leave that one behind. Just spotted that Anna's mate, look. We'll take those two bonus ones. Oh, very cool. This could work. This could work. Wow, look at that. That could work. Look at that. That's like a perfect little cooking crack. Could put my fire and my coals in there and put my grill over the top, have my pot sitting over one part. Right, I think we found Muddy's kitchen for today. Perfect. A good fire lighter, so we'll chuck that down. It'll be good to get us going. Right, that's a good start. I'll cut up the rest once I've got my fire going. So the tea tree is real nice and dry, it catches pretty easy. So you've just got to be ready with your medium size and getting progressively larger sticks just to get it going. Don't want to step up in size of your sticks too quickly. Remember that hairy stuff will burn off real quick, so be ready quickly with those smaller sticks. Alright, I'll whack them in the pot. Simple as. So my fire is blazing beautifully. Got my cockles in the pot. I'm just going to give them a little sniff of water like that, just enough to get them steaming, and once those first few pop open they'll release their own water and they'll steam in their own juices. Right, let's get them on. Let's have a little look in here, team. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Steaming open nicely. I think they're pretty well good to go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But all I'm going to do for these cockles is drain that steaming liquid off, let them cool down just a little bit. Probably won't let them cool down much knowing me, and then that's it. Breakfast time. Whew. So good. Look at that, team. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. One of the sweetest little shellfish. Will always be a favourite of mine. I love cockles. It's a little fatty, look at that. Yum. Right, that's the cockles finished. Pop the shells away. Wash the dishes. And get ready for the second course. I want to pick some of the fatter ones. That one, that one, that one. That one. That one there looks like a goodie. What am I going to do? Maybe 8 or 10. Maybe 9. 9! It's a very German amount of oysters to have. And I'm just gonna set them all over the place. And they'll just need watching and a little bit of rotating as they pop, but they'll all open. Just like that. So I came up with a delicious sauce recipe the other day, and it's real simple, so I'm just going to bang it together real quickly. All it is half an onion, diced up super fine. So I'll pop the other half aside for another adventure. None of the brown stuff on the onion, take the brown stuff off it. The brown stuff goes good in the fire actually. And so I want to do a real fine dice on that. Boom. Now here's the key ingredient, jalapenos. So I like these jarred ones, and you want about the same amount as the onion. So just eyeball that. It's a bit of a smoky kitchen I've decided to choose. Okay, and dice those up nice and fine as well. Okay, so once you've got everything chopped up to about the same size, you grab yourself a bowl and you want to whack your onion in the bowl and your jalapenos, and then you want to get some Kelpie mayo. If you don't know about this stuff, now you do, it's the goods. Generous amount of that, and some rice wine vinegar. Now, not too much of the rice wine vinegar, just a splash, maybe two splashes of rice wine vinegar, and mix that all together with your spoon that you brought. And that, I promise you, is majestical sauce. That stuff is so good. It's like supercharged tartar sauce. It's delicious. It's hot, it's tangy, it's sweet, it's the goods. Real delicious on oysters, which, by the way, I better get my hustle on, they're pretty much ready. Right, that one there's ready, look at that. Whew. Get that bad boy off. Probably some of these other ones in the middle. Right, that one there's ready. That one there can have a turn. That rain's just starting to fall steadily now, but still not a bloody bad place to be with fresh fat Pacific oysters. Nice little fire and that yummy sauce to go on top. Right, time for a sample. Pop open that oyster, look at that. That is a gorgeous oyster. Can you guys see how good that is? Oh, right, saucing. Don't have a lot of tools for the job, but be a little bit generous. A couple of scoops of that. Make sure you get chunks of that jalapeno and chunks of that onion, and then quite simply, time to give it a proper sample. Look at that, guys. Ooh. I promise you guys will love that sauce. That is amazing. That sauce is crazy. It popped. Gave me a fright. Spared a bit of hot stuff around, but that's okay. Wow, look at that. That's a thing of beauty for real. If you like oysters, that is a thing of beauty. That is just cooked just beautifully. That's ridiculous. That's so good. It's one of the tastiest oyster feeds I've ever had. And I've had a few. It's beautiful. Oh well, that's the end of breakfast. I've got a good feed of oysters to take up the hill. It's my food for the afternoon. No harm came to the lime, but that was a delicious breakfast. yeah, I guess I'm pretty much just gonna put the fire out, pick up my gear and walk up the hill to my place. But yeah, thanks for coming along on another Muddy Feet adventure. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. If you enjoy my content, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys back here next week. Have a nice day. Guess who's turned up late to breakfast? How's it going? Did you find me? Hey? You found me. Hard case. Come on, muddy pools. And remember, always pet the dog. Hey, muddy paws. Alright, let's go. Hang on.